Charlie would go over to Val's place like in canon to try to talk sense into Val. As Charlie walked in, Val saw an opportunity, as then he got an idea. As Val would start to act differently around Angel, as Val would say, whisper to Angel, act like you like me, understand? Act like I'm nice. Well, I am nice to you, but nicer than you deserve. As Angel was confused, Val would then say, all right, Angel, you've been working hard, you can go home early. Really? Yeah. As an Angel would start to walk back home, Charlie would say, oh, I just went here. Nonsense, nonsense. Have a drink, Charlie. Enjoy your time. As in, Val and Charlie would start to have a drink together. Valentino would put on a facade. He'd pretend that Angel enjoyed working here. Sure, it was still a studio, but he made sure it seemed like he gave power to his workers. Val would say, you know, Angel still has a home here, and it's getting quite expensive to keep it up. I should sell it, but I would need his permission to. Charlie would say, oh, I can go get him. Well, he's living with you, right? Charlie would say, yeah, so you would have to co-sign. Charlie would say, oh, all right. Val would then say, all right then. I'll get the paperwork in order, but it'll take a few months. But for now, why don't you come by anytime? Charlie would say, I'd like that, as Charlie then left the hotel. As Angel would be in his room, panicking. Val must be planning something, but what? Why would he act like that? As then, a few months would pass. Val and Charlie would actually get along quite well during these months. They would visit, they would drink, they would talk, and have a nice little celebration from time to time. Val was being on his best behavior for a reason. As the days passed, Charlie and Val got closer and closer. Just as Val wanted, so she wouldn't expect anything. Eventually, Angel and Val would be together. As Val would put a contract and say, alright, I just need you both to sign here.
I would say, just sign here so I can sell Angel's apartment. As Charlie would look at the contract, she wouldn't see anything out of the ordinary. But she missed something, a bunch of ink written really, really tiny. Val made sure to build up trust so Charlie would sign it. As in Charlie signed the contract, suddenly Charlie would feel woozy. As she fell down, suddenly she would stand up in a cat-maid outfit. As Val would laugh and say, you did it? Oh my god! Yes! Yes! As suddenly a demonic energy was felt from Val. As he would start to laugh, Charlie would say, what happened?
Oh, Charlie, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't really think you'd be dumb enough to fall for this. That whole nice guy act. And the fact that I read the print so tiny you couldn't read, that was hilarious. You see, the stronger a soul an overlord owns, the more powerful they become. And since you're the princess, I got a lot of power now, as I now own your soul. As Val would say, before I couldn't keep the people I own in line, but now I can do much more. As suddenly Angel and Charlie's chest would begin to expand. As Angel would say, you can't do this to my friend. Suddenly Val would touch Angel on the head. As Angel would fall to the ground, Charlie would say, what did you do to him? Val would say, stand up, Angel. Angel would stand up, and Val would say, who do you love more than anything? I love my darling Valentino. As Angel and Val would then kiss, Val would say, now scram, I have training to do. As Val would suddenly put a leash around Charlie's neck. As Val started to pull Charlie away, she would try to use her demonic powers, but it wouldn't work. As Val would say, what's wrong, you want to use these? As suddenly he would start to use them and laugh. I have all your powers now, Charlie. Oh my god, you're so sweet like this. As Val would snap his fingers and begin to make certain parts of her body grow and shrink to make her look perfect. There we go. You're the perfect princess for the job. As Val would throw Charlie down, he would then start to film. Soon all of hell will see you like this. Now, I don't want to get in trouble with your father, so I guess we'll have to only sell this to certain viewers. But once I get strong enough, everyone will know what type of person you are, Charlie. As then Val would bring in certain type of men. As Charlie and them would, well, you know. As then we cut to the next day. Charlie would wake up in Val's bed. As Val would kiss Charlie, she would start to pull away. As Val would say, this has been fun, but you'll be more useful in love with me. As Charlie'd say, love? I would never love you. You're disgusting. You're a freak. You're a monster. As Val would say, yes, but you forget one thing. I have powers now. As Val would very slowly touch Charlie's forehead and say, You love me more than anything. You'll do anything for me. Charlie would say, I love you more than anything. Val would say, I think you should go back to the hotel so no one gets suspicious. Charlie would say, but Val, I don't want to leave you. You're the hottest man in the world, and you're so kind to me. Val would say, I know, but you have to go. As Charlie would go back to the hotel, Val would then smirk and get ready for his next plan.
Charlie would then go back to the hotel. As Charlie went there, Vaggie would look at her and say, where were you? Charlie would say, oh, I know. You were out all night placing fires again. Did anyone join? No, I didn't think so, but come here, hun. As Vaggie and Charlie would then sit together, Charlie liked Vaggie still, but she was nowhere like Valentino. Valentino was so warm, he was so soft. Valentino was just so amazing. Vaggie could never compete with her. She could never compete with someone like Val. As Charlie and Vaggie began to talk, they began to continue everything like normal. And Charlie and Vaggie would have fun, but it wasn't like Val. She craved Val. She needed Val. One night, though, she was out on the balcony when suddenly Val would appear. Hello there, princess. As Val would hug Charlie, Charlie would hug Val. As Val would then start to squeeze Charlie, Charlie would be like, ooh, Val, I missed you so much. Val would say, I missed you too. You're so prized. You're so special to me. It's thanks to you I have all these powers. You're a hero, Charlie. Thanks to you, I'll be able to make so many people happy. Charlie would say, no. I'm so lucky. As Val would say, now we get to help out Vaggie. We get to make her happy too. Charlie would say, yay. I have a plan. As Val would then tell Charlie the plan, Val would slap Charlie in the behind and disappear. As Charlie would then go back to the hotel. As Charlie would say, I'm giving a sign-up sheet for the staff. Here, Vaggie would say, alright. After all, why wouldn't Vaggie trust Charlie? Vaggie and Charlie have been together for a long time, and she knows she's super kind. But as she signed it, Vaggie would feel weird as she fell to the floor. She would suddenly wake up in Val's bed, as Val would say, hello there, Vaggie. Me and my new doll have been having a wonderful time. As Charlie would be cuddling him in her maid outfit and her cat outfit, as Vaggie would say, what did you do to Charlie? As Vaggie would run at Val, suddenly she would fall on the floor, as Val would say, you can't hurt me. I own your soul now. Soon I will rule all of hell. Everything will belong to me now. As then Val would slowly pick up Vaggie and say, you two kiss. As Charlie would kiss Vaggie, Vaggie would kiss Charlie. As she slowly felt herself become overwhelmed with magic, she would try to fight it, but it was no use. As Val and the two of them would have a fun time. As we cut to the next day, as they would go back to work at the hotel, everything would continue as normal. But Val was watching. He was waiting for his grand plan. No one knew that Val controlled Vaggie and Charlie. Angel knew, but he wasn't allowed to tell anyone. As the days continued like normal, no one would know the secret that Val was pulling all the strings, that Val secretly controlled the hotel, that Val secretly controlled every aspect of them. And every once in a while, Val would visit them, and they would welcome him. Charlie and Vaggie missed Val. They loved each other, but nowhere near as much as Val. Val was just so amazing. They couldn't love anyone as much as they loved him. But as the days passed, eventually his plan would come into action as Lucifer would visit the hotel. Lucifer would then look around as then he began to smirk. As Lucifer would walk up to Charlie and hug her, there's my beautiful girl. Charlie would say, Dad! As she smiled, so would Vaggie. As they all seemed happy to see him, as they would have a great talk. But Lucifer didn't really like the whole hotel idea. But as they started to talk, Charlie would say, oh, I forgot, you gotta sign in the sign-in sheet. I'm not a guest, Charlie. Even if you come in, you gotta sign it. Lucifer would say, fine. As then he signed it, suddenly the entire ground would shake. As Val would appear, and he would get Lucifer's clothes. As then he would say, finally, the power, the unlimited power. As now even Lucifer would be forced to work and make sure Valentino was happy. And that's how Val tricked Charlie, tricked Vaggie, tricked Lucifer, and became the new king of hell. And that's going to leave things off. Usually in all my videos, Val just gets destroyed, so I decided to throw him a bone, make him a video all about him, and yeah, use Charlie in the title so people would watch it. But, you know, this is an interesting scenario. I feel like if Val could trick Charlie,
like Alistair did, then maybe he could get the upper hand, considering that Val was nerfed, or kind of. Everyone assumed he was going to be in charge of the V's. Everyone assumed that Vox was going to be subservient to him, but then the show came out, and Vox was actually stronger than Val, which I liked, because it makes their relationship more interesting. We all thought, Val was just going to use Vox just like he uses Angel, but it turns out Vox and Val have a much more dynamic relationship than that, which I am glad about. I think that makes the story way more interesting. And to have Vox be the stronger one, yet still be jealous, not say anything, still adds more depth to his character. I also don't hate Val. I think he's a great villain, and I do like him as a character. Yeah, but I understand why people don't like him, because a lot of people went through that stuff and see Val as someone that's pretty dramatic for them. So, yeah, I get that. I 100% get if you don't like Val. I understand him. But for me, I think he's an enjoyable character, and I like watching him, and I like doing what-ifs about him. And yeah, the story was kind of dark. So yeah, I have no idea what the reaction's going to be. Oh my god, these comments. What are they going to say? Oh my god, this video. I don't know what the comments are going to be like, because I went kind of all out here. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I know I did. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure that you have a good day, because I know I had a good day. My day's been going pretty well. I'm playing some Skyrim again and getting back into it. I haven't played Skyrim in a year. Is there any game that you really like, but you just didn't play it that much for whatever reason? Because that's Skyrim. I really liked it, but I beat it twice and I never played it again. Even though I could have, and there was so much to it. I don't know why I didn't. Now I'm like playing it again a bunch. So yeah, but like I really enjoyed it. I don't know why I just stopped playing. Maybe school was starting up back then. Maybe that's what it was. I can't remember. Anyway, I hope you have a good day. Love you all. Peace out.